I thought I was done, but here I am once again. I am Attack Slug. This is WWE 2K15. This is the 2K Showcase mode. I was told, hey, you did all the stuff with Ebenezer, but you should do Showcase mode. So here I am, doing Showcase mode. Gonna do these two, and then see how it goes. And if they do well enough, then I will buy the other Showcases. But that remains to be seen. This is episode 1. Let's do it. Any actual WWE footage I'm gonna have to blur out, like this stuff right here, I'm gonna have to blur out, because you know how YouTube handles content ID, and certainly WWE is gonna be like, no, you can't be doing this and monetizing this, so, I suppose this is all gonna have to get blurred out, so, be assured, it is not blurry on my end. I'm seeing how it actually looks, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to get through this by the YouTube, nonsense. So, I could skip this, but I'm wondering, like, I haven't actually seen this, I haven't actually played these before, so I am just kind of wondering what this is gonna, you know, entail, and, I do enjoy WWE video packages and that kind of stuff, so, obviously this stuff is real funny, in hindsight, considering, you know, what the quote-unquote Summer of Punk was, what it became, and then obviously what became of CM Punk now that we are in 2015, and he is no longer in the company, and he's going to fight in UFC. So I'm curious as to how this showcase stuff works. My understanding is that it worked like it did in last games as far as making you recreate stuff that, you know, already happened and scoring you accordingly to how that kind of stuff happened. So, but yeah, hey, remember when R-Truth was getting actual title shots? Remember that? Remember when that happened? When he had his big world title match at Capital Punishment? And, you know, remember Capital Punishment and when that happened? That was, you know, a one-time deal, weirdly enough. And here we get a brief recap of the infamous pipe bomb, which obviously I am talking over because, you know, actual audio tends to get flagged pretty easily on YouTube. So if I'm talking over it, then they have a much harder time flagging their actual audio. So my goal is always to say, hey, this is cool stuff, and yeah, I could skip it, but I want to get the full effect of what the showcase mode is, and there's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and we're getting this good, nice little recap here. So I would assume it does this nice little recap for each and all of these showcase modes, of which now there are several, but they all cost about $7, $8 on the marketplace. So I figure if I do a bunch of videos, or well, you know, however I split up the videos, if I have them all split up and those videos combined make $7 or $8, then certainly I'd be happy to go and buy the additional. There was a Mark Henry, Randy Orton, Christian one. There's one with the Ultimate Warrior and Honky Tonk Man, I think. There's a couple of them. So here we are. It is Money in the Bank, back to not being blurry. I'm curious as to how accurate this is going to be. But here we are, Money in the Bank 2011, when CM Punk won the title and took that ball and went home. Now, we can certainly argue how big of a wasted opportunity this was in the long run, because man, did they certainly squander all that mainstream media attention they were getting from that pipe bomb, from this happening. Only had Punk off TV for like a week and then brought him back. Like, they could have done so much more with that, and they're so... The WWE is so intent on thinking short-term and trying to pop short-term ratings and not thinking in a bigger picture capacity. They used to be good at that, but in recent years, they are terrible at thinking in in a big picture capacity. So that is what it is. But that is certainly integral when you talk about things where they've botched stuff in recent years. It is certainly them trying to pop a quarter hour, trying to do, you know, a short-term deal. And this was one, like, at some point we had Kevin Nash fighting Triple H in an Extreme Rules match, or the ladder match, or table, but what, in what capacity should Kevin Nash have ever been involved, period? So stupid. So stupid. But, I will say one of the greatest moments of the past, I don't know, decade, was the reaction that John Cena got on this evening in Chicago. Just the hatred from that audience was amazing. And man, I hated that big spinner belt for a long time. That belt was so dumb. Never liked it. Never liked it. Bring back the Winged Eagle. Come on. So, I actually don't know if there's actually, hold on. Yeah, I guess when I turned off the music, when I did, like, you know, all the stuff, when I did the My Career, that the music is still off. So, my apologies on that. I will try to get it turned back on next episode, but obviously, music is a big deal when it comes to YouTube content ID, so I might just leave it off. But I wasn't sure if that was like a global setting. I'm kind of surprised that, you know, it's actually turned on in this mode. So this should give us some kind of a, you know, system of what we should do here in terms of, you know, here's your match goals to make the match look like it did when it happened originally. So I don't know. I mean, I would assume that we're playing as Punk, but I don't actually know. So I'm interested to find out how they're actually going to handle this stuff. But man, does that belt look stupid. And graphically, you would think it could look better, but, you know, at this point, not as big of a deal, because this game obviously is focused on the new title, which isn't even actually, they changed the title after this game came out, so because they had to change it to, you know, the new logo, which was funny. So, even in this game, the new belt is not the right belt. So, next year's game. So, I'm going to assume defeat John Cena by pinfall. Now, I have not played this game since I finished the My Career mode. So, I might be a little rusty, because it's been like, you know, a month and a half or so since I finished that game. Or since I finished that mode. And they would have also rioted during that John Cena Rob Van Dam match when they were in the ECW arena. That was an amazing crowd as well. Oh god, I gotta do what now? So, because I played through career mode as a super heavyweight, in Ebenezer, I didn't have to do any of the chain wrestling. So, I'm not entirely sure how to do, like, I think it's like a rock, paper, scissors deal or something, I don't, oh god. So I gotta pick a thing and hope that I get a thing and then do this mumbo jumbo thing, and I don't like this at all. Who thought this was a good idea? I just want to do moves. I don't want to have to guess. I just want to do moves. Yeah, this is painful. And he does his thing and puts me in the freaking armbar, because, yeah, that's a thing John Cena would do. Sure. How about I just punch you? I have to critically damage him now, and if I just keep punching him. Oh. Apparently I couldn't see him doing that, so. Kick to the face. No, we can't forget 97 Survivor Series because you won't let us. Because you bring it up so goddamn often. Yeah, so perhaps now I can actually start doing moves. and not having to get into top rope signature moves. So I'm gonna do some of this. We're gonna go to the top rope. We're gonna hit triangle. Come on, don't get up, Cena. Here we go. And then, of course, he rolls through and does his Cena nonsense because he's John Cena. Did that count as like a check mark? I hit... Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Crap. Crap! Don't think so. Don't think so. That's... the timing on that stuff, I didn't realize that was going to be a quick time event there. So... we still have to critically damage Cena here, so we're going to work on doing that. Oh, did he dodge my foot in his face? Is that what happened there? That looked weird. Can I... yeah, this... still not a big fan of the systems involved in this game, but there was enough people going, you didn't play everything. So I was like, fine, I'll play everything, I guess. So let us...
We're gonna find out, but I don't know how smart it is to say no to one of the most lucrative contracts ever put on the table by Mr. McMahon.
Was it more lucrative than Brock Lesnar? Because that's pretty lucrative. Let's see if I can hit this elbow here. Hit this very sloppy CM Punk elbow. It looks better in the game than it does. Uh-oh, he's doing his Super Cena. Let's not let that happen. Put him in the Anaconda Vice while he tries to have a comeback here, which we're not going to let him do. Perform the GP. Alright, so he is now critically damaged. We must perform the Grimm's Toy Show. And not get pinned. And I guess that's going to be an issue here as he damages me more and more. He already got off one of his finishers, so we're going to attempt to not lose here. Oh, hip toss. That's not cool. That's a rope break. I'm sorry. That's a rope break. Great. He has his finisher. That's going to be bad for us. I need to somehow get up enough. Here we go. I don't have enough stamina. I don't have enough. This is bad. This is bad. I'm afraid I got some bad news. Alright, so I am just stamina deficient at this point. And Cena's gonna keep getting up, so I need to get... I don't know. Alright, don't dodge it. Alright, so now we're still lacking in stamina here. And unlike the career mode, we can't put points into stamina. And that... Get up, Cena. There we go, finisher. GTS. That's it. Now this is the part. This is the point where he sends out Del Rio or Laurinaitis. Yes, yes, champion advantage. Alright. Get him back in the ring. I don't know if it just happens automatically or whatever. Here we go. People power. It's Johnny Ace. He's gonna take the belt and go home. You gotta stop him. And he goes in his sloppy ass STF. Calling for the bell like it's fucking Montreal and shit. And there goes Johnny Ace taking a bump. He used to be a wrestler. He's a brother of one of the Road Warriors. That Vince model looks terrible. It looks terrible. And then, what? DDT? That didn't happen in real life. Great, he's gonna do his finisher on me, and I'm gonna lose this match, right? This is what's gonna happen, right? No! I don't want to be inducted into Suplex City. Here we go. Get out of the corner. Whatever. Just kick him in the face. It's whatever. Yeah, just fall, John. Just fall. There we go. Fall so I can pick you up and GTS you here in the corner. Thank you for almost trying to face hard camera, but this is still going to be, like, I need to drag him now to the center of the freaking ring, which is going to be a problem for me. Because he might kick out now. Please. There we go. We have recreated history successfully with CM Punk and John Cena. We did all of our objectives. And now I take the belt and go home with it, which is always fun. But yeah, they could have done so much more with this angle. They could have had him going to, like, Ring of Honor and defending the belt there, and, like, guerrilla warfare, like a county fair and stuff. They could have built an amazing someone has to hunt him down type angle. And instead, he was off TV for a whole week. They made a different belt that was the same belt. Alberto, cash in. Really funny. So I like that they're using, like, it feels like they recreated Lawler and Michael Cole were, like, recreated. You know, like they were in a studio, but that was like the actual Vince audio from when that happened, because Vince is way too damn busy to record audio for a video game. Come on now, that's just not gonna happen. There were a lot more fans when that happened around Punk. That's... Come on, video game. Just, if you're trying to recreate things authentically, you're not quite doing it right, but whatever. I guess at this point it's kind of a moot point. And Vince is freaking out, and that guy's just, like, clapping in his face with his very poorly modeled hands. It's a good time. So that was the first of these that I'm doing, of the showcase stuff. I guess we're going to have a little video package I don't have to blur out again, so if this looks real blurry, that is because I have to blur it out for the sake of YouTube, because YouTube is just, you know, they will visually fingerprint your videos, and as someone who tries to make a modest living off of videos on YouTube, yeah, I don't want to get hit with, hey, we own this stuff, and to be fair, it is not 2K who says that we own this. Obviously, this is using actual footage from the pay-per-view. So it would be WWE saying that they own that footage. Which, you know, to be fair, they do. So therefore, I blur it out and talk over it. So there's not a whole lot they can do about it. And I don't know, he's walking out into the street in his underwear is weird. So that's always strange to me when they have things. They go outside of the arena, and I guess we're going to see what happened the next Monday on Raw with guys who were looking to get the belt. The fact that Alex Riley was in that tournament tells you what was going on in 2011. Alex Riley was in that tournament, you guys. Like, okay, for that split second when everyone liked Alex Riley, and then we're like, wait a minute, the only reason that we liked him because he was punching The Miz, and we all hate The Miz. So I'm hoping something similar does not happen to Sandow, because that would be a damn shame. Because I think Sandow is certainly extraordinarily talented, and whereas Alex Riley, no, he is not. I don't want to see any more Alex Riley. So that's fun. But we finished our first event there, so that's going to be our first video of these showcase videos. You know, and obviously I'm going to do the 2 in the game. I'm not playing this match right now, but I'm going to do the 2 that are in this game, and then, you know, see how these videos do in terms of views and everything else, and then see if I'm going to buy the further ones. Or, hey, if you want to hit my support button on the main page and just send me $8, then I'll buy one. But I understand that, no one's doing that. But, just the option is there if you wanted to. But I'm not going to sit here and beg for money. I don't care that much. But I'm certainly going to play the ones that are on the disc. So as soon as Mysterio gets in the ring here, and as soon as John Cena gets in the ring here, and as soon as my phone stops freaking out about comments on videos that I just uploaded earlier today that are asking for things that I don't do anymore, we're not going to worry about that too much. But we're going to wait until we get our guys into the ring here, so I don't have to watch it again tomorrow. Because I'm pretty sure it'll let me skip. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could just skip the John Cena intro because nobody cares because it's John Cena. Yep, I totally can. So, now we're going to hit pause. Now we're going to hit pause. Are you going to let me pause the game? There we go. Alright, now I'm going to hit... Let me hit pause so I can... Yes, alright, quit match. Do you want to... Yes. So now I should be able to resume from that point. I would imagine that's how this stuff works. Yes, okay, we did the first one. And obviously I already unlocked everything in the game, but then we have the second one. So that'll be tomorrow. Or I hope that'll be tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And there are 18 more events in that timeline. So, as always, I'm your host, TaxSlug. And this has been my Let's Play of the 2K Showcase mode in WWE 2K15. And I will see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.